Welcome to Survivor NSFW. Man, Survivor Caramoan, Jonny, Fairplay, and myself have my favorite dude, my favorite survivor, my alliance member, my dear friend, Michael Snow. This isn't.
I'm disagreeing. I'm not. That's not what I'm disagreeing with, Snowy. Like, Matt claims that you're his favorite. Look at Matt's hat. Is that a Snowy hat? No, mine is. Are you wearing a rainbow shirt there, Matt Bischoff? Doesn't look like it. So if anyone's favorite from Survivor Caramoan, and I'd go out as far on a limb as to say my alliance member, Michael Snow. Hey, it's Jonny Fairplay. You're a good friend. Jonny Fairplay is right here, Michael Snow. How's it going?
Hello. Hi.
I love. Is he frozen up, Jonny?
He's back.
Looking great, Jonny. I love the hat.
Thank you. You were frozen for a second. It was the excitement. I understand.
So Jonny, we were talking off air. So Jonny Fairplay.
Those are all secrets, Matt. You're not supposed to share any of them.
Jonny actually bought this hat.
Yes.
During the Survivor Caramoan season when it was airing.
Yeah, at the beginning.
Because he wanted to have something to kind of show his appreciation for castaway Michael Snow, which is pretty fucking crazy and pretty awesome, because I think someone like Michael Snow and even myself, I'll put us in this category, were let's say underrated because our season is a fans versus favorite season. To me, Michael Snow is not only just a great dude, but a great Survivor player. And honestly, had I gone way deep into the game with Michael Snow, I would have had to consider, I mean, we were playing the game together the whole time, but I think Michael is so fucking smart and so likable and badass that he is the one person I think that could have beat me if you were going up at a final tribal council. Michael Snow and I would have been very close. Could I have cut ties with Michael and turned and voted him out? I don't know.
No.
I don't think.
No, we have the answer.
I don't think I could, because here's the deal. I love Michael so much, and I think that our both love of the game would have been epic to actually go to the end together and battle it out and say, hey, whoever can give the best jury speech wins. But nevertheless,
honestly, I mean, I know your heart, Matt, and despite the black hole of where a heart should be with me, there actually secretly is one.
Yes.
And similar to you and Snowy, me and Burton had that same bond. I wasn't going to send Burton home.
Yeah, well, I don't think I ever would have, but Michael.
Well, I did originally.
Well, you did
originally. Just came back and then won that little piece of my heart that's sitting there where normal size hearts are for most people.
But the thing is, Michael, I don't know if you ever know this, and this is what's great for the patrons. So nothing is scripted about the TV show Survivor. However, there are producers that will ask you questions that will make you paranoid. And there were times, Michael, that I would be in a confessional, and they knew how tight you and I were. And a couple times they would be like, so, Matt, you and Michael are super tight. Are you afraid that Michael's ever going to turn on you and vote your ass out and blah, blah, blah? And it would start me being like, God dang, man, you're causing fucking paranoia. Like, is Michael behind me fucking, gonna fucking vote my ass out? You know what I mean? Like, so the thing is the producers will put paranoia into you. I don't know if they ever did that to you, Michael. Like, hey, Michael, I know you and Matt are close.
They just want to fuck up your game, Matt, not his.
Yeah.
Not with that. Not with you, they never did. They did with other people, but not with you. Like I never once considered voting you out. It would have. I agree with you though. If we had gotten further in, we would have had to start thinking about how would it all would have played out. But it never even came up because we didn't get far enough.
No.
So.
That sounds like he would have stabbed you around final 4, possibly 5.
Well,
that
I don't know if I
translation.
could have beaten Matt. I kind of knew that. I knew how well he got along with everybody. Like everybody, just he was so easy to hang out with that, he was a definite social threat.
Well, I think it was extremely telling in the fact that he fucked over Eddie and Reynolds like 18 fucking times, and each time after he fucked him over, they'd be like, "So are we cool now?" And it's just like, yes. Let me pull my penis out. Right now, let's try again.
Yeah, it's kind of like what I do with my wife all the time. I pull my penis out. Well,
oh my God, Matt, you got me listening to what's that podcast?
Who's
Your Daddy?
Or yeah, Who's Your Daddy? Or Call Her Daddy, I think it is.
Call her. Hold on,
Is that
I
what
got
it is?
it.
It's pretty raunchy.
Call her daddy.
Yeah, it's pretty raunchy.
Jesus Christ, that is. Do not listen to that with the kids in the room.
No.
So Jonny, because Matt just said this, and I feel like the door has been opened, I will tell you one of my most favorite moments out there in Caramoan was, how you sit around and you go like, oh, I want to eat this. Oh, I wish I was in the air conditioning, that kind of talk all the time. You know what I'm going to say, don't you? And so everyone's going like, oh, I wish I was in a restaurant having a steak and French fries. And somebody goes, hey, Matt, where were you? If you could be anywhere right now, where would you be? And he goes, inside my wife's pussy.
Yeah. Have you seen his wife? We had Q&A last week, Michael, and
you can edit that out.
Oh, I'm not editing shit.
So, no, on the Q&A last week, they're like, if you're on a plane and it's in flames and you have 10 seconds to make one call, like, who would you call? And Matt, teary-eyed is just like, I'd call my wife, I'd tell her I love her, tell her that I love my kids, and to live your life without me, and go, and just so impactful, so meaningful, and Matt's like, who'd you call? Like, yeah, I'd call your wife.
As soon as you hung up.
So Matt's not gonna make it. I'm on a different plane. My shit looks all right.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. I love this. This is we can do a whole podcast without even watching this stupid fucking show. But we are going to.
So Matt, I stopped as soon as you got voted out. I haven't watched like we've just been talking. I haven't even had the monitor on.
Well,
so each episode's great.
So here's the thing, patrons. This is unprecedented because Survivor Caramoan, we're on season 26, episode 9. The episode is called Cut the Head Off of the Snake. Or Cut the Head, yeah, whatever. Michael Snow has not watched this.
Cut off the head of the snake.
Yeah, so Michael has not watched this since fucking 2013. Yeah. April 10th, 2013. So
yeah, I don't like, all right, so like with me, like on Pro Islands, I think I'd only seen my final episode probably twice ever. Like I watched when it first came on, and then I watched when I showed Piper, and then because I've watched the Dead Grandma episode 100 times, and the one where I prefer the one when I vote out Rupert. Like that one's my favorite episode.
That's a great one.
Oh yeah, I mean fucking Rupert. So, but my last episode I not so much, and fans versus favorites one the episode that I'm on, I think I've only seen possibly twice ever, like one time in a room with another survivor that was secretly dating, no one knows about.
Ooh.
Like a flame. Whoa! Ready for that, weren't you? And then I think I've watched like one time, but yeah, no, your exit ones, those aren't fun. Like people are just like, man, is Survivor fun? It's like, yeah, it's fucking great. It's just like you watch the show, yeah, I love it. They're like, your final episode, not so much.
No.
So this is a dick move on Matt's part to have you here.
Well, he texted me this weekend, and I was like, oh shit. And I was like, okay, whatever, I'll check it out. But since then, I've just been remembering, like, oh, then I made that mistake. Oh, and then I should have done this. Oh, and then I should have done that. And then I should have done that. It's like, that's probably why I've never watched it all these years. It's just like, I just see mistake. Well, that's, and you don't see it on the show, but right. Like I see all the places where I could have turned things around.
Well, that's the beauty of why.
That's why we do this.
And that's why I'm so psyched to be able to have you. I know it's emotional and crazy and sucks, and the what ifs will haunt you forever. You go on with your life. But when you start bringing it up, it's like, I still think, God, what if I did this? You know, but it's fucking insane. That's all part of our Survivor experience. Life goes on. You can't dwell on it and have it ruin your fucking life. We all have great fucking lives outside of the game. And we're also fucking nerds that we're sitting here fucking 10 years later doing this shit. But no, without a doubt, I'm excited to do this and hear your insight. And I don't think I have watched this, Michael, since it very first aired on TV. Like, this is the first time I've watched it since April 10th, 2013. So, Jonny, let's count us down. Are you ready, Michael Snow, on CBS.com?
Oh, yeah. Hopefully I can do this right.
So I have it. I hit play and I hit pause real quick, and I see like this, like, you know, sunset sky looking thing. So I'll just hit resume video once we're ready to go. So
okay, I have that. Yeah.
Okay.
Jonny,
so
Fairplay.
The way I do this is season 26, episode 9, and I'm going to count you down 3, 2, 1, play. So don't press play until I say play. And here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. Previously on Survivor, these assholes were looking at Cochran's dumb, stupid shirt, and then Corinne's looking good, and she's talking to Malcolm. This is for Malcolm's fat. There's Sandra Bullock. There's Philip. He sucks. There's Malcolm looking awkwardly. That's not good. When you're having a conversation with someone and they awkwardly look back at you, don't feel too solid in that alliance. Hey, and there's my hat. Strangely enough, I'd be willing to bet any amount of money that is not the strangest thing that Corinne's had in her mouth. Just putting money on that one. Sometimes they're uncut. There's Dawn. She has extra room to put stuff in her mouth. Sandra Bullock, she has extra weight to put on, so that's good. I like them that way. So there's Andrea. That's when she was cute, the second go-around. So there is a Corinne blindside, and Eric the Ice Cream Scooper is nice enough to use really cool penmanship when he does it.
And Corinne was pissed, let me tell you. When she came to Ponderosa, dude, she was fucking irate. But the good news is she's going to be on The Amazing Race this year. So be sure to tune into our coverage of The Amazing Race. Day 23.
I'm so excited to stay up until 4 a.m. to do podcasts.
There was the name of our tribe was called Anal Adam. I don't know why they never put it in there. I used to call it Anal Adam.
Of course you did.
Like when I saw, so what did that mean?
It's Malcolm's mother's name backwards or something like that.
I thought it was something that usually that's something. Ooh, whose butt is that? Andrea. Okay. Did you see those monkeys?
No, of course not. So this is where right here this morning is where Philip came after me. Like he confronted me in front of everybody. It was wild.
What was he saying to you?
Like he was saying, you should have done what I told you. You should have done this. You should have done that. And I was like,
yeah.
You know, I was like, no.
Yeah. Screw you, Philip.
Yeah. That morning he came after me right in front of everyone and everyone was like, oh.
And they don't show that.
No, they had it in like secret scenes or something like that.
So you guys had your fire under the shelter.
Yes. The fire, that was a weird thing when we went over there originally to the Bacall tribe. They had their whole deal underneath their shelter. Totally different setup than we had on the original Go to Camp.
I like that concept, but I've never done that. I mean, because your fire doesn't go out, I would imagine.
We only had it lit when you were cooking water or rice or something like that. That's the only time we ever lit it. We didn't need it to stay warm. It never rained the whole time I was there, on that beach.
Wow.
Eddie and Ren along with it. So I took a hit last night, but I'm still alive. They thought they cut off the head of
Who's got their volume up? Is that me?
It must be you.
They don't know.
I don't think so.
Is it me? Do you want the volume down? Is that what we do?
Yeah.
I got it down. How's that?
Okay.
Well, I have it through my headphones. I'm hearing the volume of my thing through my phones, but it's not coming through the pod or whatever. You want to be able to hear somewhat what's going on.
Oh, I have mine all the way down.
You do?
Ooh, look at that.
Well, mine's all the way down too now, but I still hear it through someone's deal.
You guys are coming through the same speakers, the show and you guys. I don't know I know how to do it. I can turn it down. There you go.
Okay, so it was Michael Snow causing chaos. I like it.
There's Philip.
Swimming.
Oh, God, look, he's picking his toes. That's disgusting.
All right, so what was your take on? I mean, we had an overall thing. So at this point, you're an official member of the tribe. What's your take on Philip at this point?
I was so over him. I hated him so much at this point. Like for a couple of days when Matt and I met him, I was like, oh, he seems like a decent older guy, like who he's got kids, he's got family, he seems like a normal person. But at this point in the game, all we heard about was him and his ego for like over a week and a half. That's all I heard about. I hated him at this point in the game, and just had to keep my mouth shut all the time.
So do you think that's really him, or do you think that's like he can't turn that character off when the cameras are on?
I think he turns the character on for the cameras, but what comes out on when you're with him and on the cameras is that his ego is so big, and he can't not have everything come back to him. Everything is connected to him, right? Every time you mention anything, it's just like, he's a story topper, right? And that's the way he kind of is with everything.
Now, where would
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does make sense. Was this challenge? This was not on the lagoon area. This was somewhere else. You took a boat to this challenge right here?
You were never here. This was beautiful. This was a really cool place.
Yeah, wow. This looks really cool, man.
Yeah.
Could you have gotten there? Could you have walked to this area?
I don't know. I mean, because they took us in boats, and then I don't know what island this was on. They took us in these like blacked out boats. So you just ended up and walked onto shore. And
but sometimes they put you on the blackout boat. They go around in circles for about 20 minutes and then go to like another part of the island.
Possibly could be totally.
But sometimes we'd be on boats for like freaking 40 minutes, dude, on a challenge. This is a beautiful freaking place, dude.
It was gorgeous. It was really fun, too.
All right, so what is this challenge? Basketball?
Yeah,
wow.
Basically. It's shoot the ball into the hoop. It's boys against everybody else.
Okay. It's like a soccer meets basketball? Or are you sitting this one out? What are you doing?
No, I'm the goalkeeper.
Oh, you guys alternate? The fact that you called it a goalkeeper instead of a goalkeeper is a sign of what's to come. I am the goalkeeper. I am a part-time jeweler.
Oh, here we go, Michael Snow.
I also work at safes.
All right, here we go. Brenda.
Brenda is good, man.
Yep. Here we go, goalkeeper.
I don't think
Brenda had done this before. This is like one of the unspoken things that I'm seeing on this season as well, is when somebody's done a challenge, they know how to win it.
Right.
It's huge.
I mean, last week on Edge of Extinction, you have David who didn't do well in that.
It looks like you're jumping too late. Like it's like the timing
they're
of it.
Way up over me.
Right.
They're kind of like, so I can't even get it.
Yeah, that's
I'm thinking even if you time it, you're not getting that.
This is a wild challenge. I don't think I've ever seen on another season of Survivor a challenge quite like this one.
It's human foosball.
Brenda had this challenge on her season, I remember.
She did.
Yeah, remember when
this was on
Fabio
Nicaragua.
pissed in the pool? Remember
Wow.
when Fabio pissed in the pool? This is the challenge.
Okay.
Do you remember that, Johnny? I don't remember that. I'll have to go back and watch that.
And now I'm distracted by, wow, the unathletic Cochran even made that shot.
Dude, I don't think Brenda has had a confessional thus far this season.
Oh my God, he's so hateable. Jesus.
Who, John?
Cochran, yes.
Oh, you hate him, don't you?
I can't stand him. I really can't.
Well, he has get so much hate.
Oh, did you see that fake?
I was hollering at it. I was trying to bug him.
That was the most hilarious fake I've ever seen in my life.
Wow.
Dude, it seems like impossible to be a defender on this.
Yeah.
It literally does.
They put me on there because they knew I would make a lot of noise and just try to distract more than anything.
Right.
All right,
Not
so
that anybody...
Corinne is on the record saying that Brenda gets no confessionals and no airtime because she spent the entire time crying about missing her boyfriend. Is this the experience with Brenda that you experienced?
That's what I heard before I met Brenda, but I never saw her. She was very quiet, but I didn't see her crying and upset. I think when I met her, she was past that. I met her on day 21 or 22 or something,
Yeah. So she was fine.
She was very quiet though. She didn't really hang out with anybody. She wasn't close to anybody, at least when I was there. So she was nice. I thought she was cool, Brenda. When I met her, I really got to know her at Ponderosa. I thought she was pretty cool.
So her gameplay was stronger in Nicaragua, having the male suitors kind of carry her, versus if there's no one out that wants her, then she's not bringing anything to the table.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, she wasn't in the core alliance, so she wasn't in the hardcore part of the alliance with, Cochran and Don and Andrea and Philip.
But she's not an early target because she's not doing anything against them either.
Why would they? She's voting with them,
Yeah.
So what was it like, Michael, to actually win something? Because they won nothing.
God.
Like this.
It seriously was. It was like one of the best days out there. I wish you had been there, Matt, because it was like, as you know, losing over and over and over and over and over was the hardest thing, and that was just like a relief. It was just to be on the winning side for once was so great.
There's awesome. No way I do this.
So what are you guys doing? Rappelling off of the waterfall, basically?
Yeah, like 30 feet. It's like takes you 3 seconds to do it.
Right.
Yeah. And you're like, no problem.
It was so easy. It wasn't even like they.
It looks fun though.
I look like a special needs kid with the helmet on.
Yeah, your helmet appears to be. Is your hat larger, or is your helmet larger to keep your hat on underneath?
look at Reynolds. He's doing this over excessive jumping back like a frog.
Because he knows he's going to be on TV.
Yeah. No, look at Cochran.
Oh
that's
the special needs right
with
there.
Cochran, that the only time they pulled out the helicopter for this part was when we had to hold for the helicopter for when Cochran did it. See?
Of course.
Wow. So they did the flyover with the helicopter shot.
Hold, get the helicopter for Cochran.
Yeah. That would have been enough, right? I'm just like, I would have gone to everybody secretly right there. Is like, do you see that? You see them fucking bring out the helicopter for this motherfucker? Fuck this dude stealing our camera time.
Yep. So you guys
Go ahead.
Look around the food here. See the little cliffs up all around us? That's where everybody has to run and take a shit halfway through this meal.
Wow.
It happened.
We all got so sick, all up in there.
Dude, so did you feel at this point, at this reward, pretty confident in your game with these people, Michael?
No, not at all.
Not at all.
No, we were like I felt like I couldn't make any inroads with the people I had been playing. You know, all the people I had been playing for a week and a half. You know, I've been playing Philip, Dawn, Cochran, and Corinne, and then at the last vote, they basically said, "Screw you. We don't." You know, all that work I put in was for nothing. So I was just like, well, I got to try something else. So we started trying to, you know, pitch some dumb ideas of all the guys. That's what I thought I could pitch to Cochran, is like, remember how in Fans versus Favorites 1, it was all a women's alliance?
Yes.
I was trying to pitch, well, this one we'll do all guys. So I was trying to make it a story for him.
Right. So at the time,
I see guys.
You know, he had his alliance.
They're picking it. They're just like, hey, all male alliance, and you know, like the strongest guy. And that doesn't, Cochran doesn't like that, does he?
No. I thought it was great for me and Cochran, because then even within the alliance, you know, they would be targeting each other. They thought they were all stronger than us, you know. So yeah. I thought they would target each other.
He didn't see it. He was just like, no way, Jose, not playing that game.
No. He got. I mean, why would he? He won. He didn't need to. You know, it's like.
Now, how was your relationship with Sherry at this point in the game? Was she still?
Oh my God, she was so mad at me.
She was mad at you?
Oh, she was livid. She was livid. I don't think she despised me or anything like that, but she hated me so much. She was so mad that I voted against her in the last one. I mean, it was ridiculous, you know, that we voted for her, but that's what we were told. And we, you know, right. You know, and that's what Corinne wanted to do. And that's what Malcolm wanted to do. So we were just kind of like, okay.
And that paint on her arm, Eric did that, right?
I don't think he would have painted her.
Really? Because that looks, I mean, like it looks like really impressive graffiti style, and Eric's an artist.
Possibly. I mean, I don't think he really liked her.
Yeah, but I'm just like, you know, I have free canvas. He's like, fuck, like, you know, I don't have to talk to you to paint you.
And so at this point,
I paint better when you don't talk.
Shh. Don't speak. Don't speak.
At this point in the game, is Sherry 100% invested in, you know, not playing the game with any of the original Goda tribe? She's just completely jumped ship to work with the returning players, more or less.
Well, she was really kind of a pawn for them. She didn't really have any.
Right,
that's an evil fucking look from Andrea. Like, everybody thinks Andrea's cute. That's an evil girl.
Who, Andrea?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just, you know, they're just doing lip service to Sherry at this point. Yeah. But she does get in with them. That's what she said to me at the end. She's like, I got what you tried to do for so long. And I was like, you win. You know, you did. You got there. But none of them had any respect for her. That's the problem.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was bad. It was really bad at the end because, Sherry didn't have any respect from anybody, and I think that's what kind of bummed her out and why she's kind of disappeared and vanished from the Survivor community in general is because of that. You know what I mean? So,
I think she played a good game, to be honest with you. She just couldn't vocalize why she was playing a good game. She couldn't, when you would go to tribal council or you were to challenge or speaking to Jeff, people, you know, someone would ask her a question and she'd be like, I don't know. She didn't defend her positions ever, no matter what they were. So nobody was like listening to her going, oh, okay, well, this makes sense.
Right.
Madeline, that would be what you call its mom, Madeline.
Yes.
So this lagoon, did you see, Jonny? They're just chilling out on that rock.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The cool thing is that lagoon was so awesome. I have memories of swimming out to that rock and hanging out and talking with Cochran, and then the producers would come in and they would film us talking. They'd be on this little bitty like rowboat kind of thing, and they would kind of go around the rock and film us. You don't see that kind of stuff, but I do have those memories, and that was one of the coolest parts of being on this when I was in the game, being on this beach.
It was beautiful.
I like this beach.
It was beautiful beach. Yeah. Not good for swimming, but good for everything else. It was a good place to live.
Yes, right. You guys could just like sleep on the beach and everything else.
Once again, there's what appears to be that little cute smile from Andrea, and I don't think it's a cute. I said I think it's fucking evil. I don't know. She would cost me some money.
So she was a good player, and the moment I met her, the first time I ever talked to her out in the bushes or the woods or whatever, she said to me, she goes, "I have come here to play. I'm playing hard. I'm this and this and that." And I was like, "This is what you're telling me?" And the first time I meet you, she went to the top of my hit list. And from then, This is why we voted for her at this next tribal council, is because she was playing so hard. She was playing hard, and obviously,
Right.
Dawn and Cochran were really kind of keeping it on the low, but Andrea was playing hard. She was telling everyone. She told me, "I'm playing so hard." I'm like, "Goodbye."
Yeah, right. That's insane. What's insane too is the fact that at least some people go play their second time, their third time, like Ozzy and different people. They play the same game. So the fact that Andrea is trying to play a different game, and like Dawn is playing a completely different game than she played her first season.
Totally.
And so I honestly, like, I respect that because she saw like what she did wrong. If I played again, dude, like when I think back I was so serious about this game, dude. I don't think a lot of the funny ass shit that I do and that we did at camp came through because I was so freaked out that I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm playing fucking Survivor, dude." Like, it was so crazy that I think if I went back out again, it would be like more like, okay, I've done this before. I can relax a little bit and really kind of still play a serious game, but have more fun with it. I think as such a big fan that it was like, holy fuck, I'm like actually out here playing Survivor. Where Jonny Fairplay, when he played, Jonny was like, "Fuck this game. I'm gonna be on a TV show, and I'm gonna fucking be the most entertaining fucking guy to get airtime." And that's what you did. And I wasn't even thinking about airtime.
Jonny played a really good game, though. Jonny made it to the end. He had everyone guessing right to the end. Jonny, you played a very good game.
Oh, you did. You did play a good game, but you knew that you were also filming for a television show.
Yeah, I had TV first.
But yeah, this is a challenge, dude, that
I don't like. I hate this challenge.
Why do you hate? Do you hate it because this would terrify you to feel like you're drowning, or you just don't think it's a good challenge?
I'm not down. I don't like closed in spaces or this I won't do I do half marathons and stuff like that, but I won't do a Spartan race because I'm scared there's going to be like a tunnel that like one of those like sewage drains or whatever that you have to go through, and there's going to be some idiot in front of me that that gets stuck or whatever, and then an idiot behind me, and that's just like the worst feeling in the world. So this is right there, just like that, just that feeling of being trapped. I can't take that.
So, Michael, what was going through your head in this challenge? Were you terrified and freaked out? Was this a very scary kind of...
No, I'm not. Water and tight spaces and all. I'm a water person. I'm a swimmer, and
I'm a swimmer too. But just that.
Yeah.
That grating, I think, is.
It does. It didn't scare me, but as soon as I thought it took a long time for this. And at this point I couldn't hear or know anything that was going on. And I was thinking like, oh my God, I've got this in the bag, cause couldn't hear anything for so long. And then, you start breathing through your hands and everything. And I was cool for so long. And as soon as the water came up over my nose and I couldn't find the air again, I was panicky, and I was like, that's when I was like, oh my God, I'm out, because I was like, I couldn't find the air.
Right. Yeah. Right.
But it was really cool to do.
Yeah. As I said, my Zen might take over and everything would be cool, but I can just tell you, just watching, I don't see a lot of these I can convince myself I'd smoke this one, but this one fuck no. I'd be out
this is scary.
Yeah. I wonder how War Dog would do.
Look at the two girls. The two girls that do the best. Wait till you see. They both have their legs up over the grate, and Brenda and Andrea. They both have their legs up.
Yeah, I saw that in a couple
Allow them to
earlier
get
clips.
closer to the grate, and they were 2 last night.
Wow, there's Michael. Man.
My thing is spooling. I don't know about you guys. Is yours? No. Oh.
Mine is not spooling. I can pause if you need me to.
No. It's cool.
Okay.
I'm just like a second behind you.
Okay. Michael, man, you're still in this, Michael. Oh God.
The hands are going.
Yep. You can see the panic. Did you even have enough time, Michael, to take a big breath, or was it like
it just because a wave comes over you.
Yes.
That's all it takes.
So you don't even have time to take a big breath.
You don't know when.
Wow.
You don't know when it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
You just hope that wave hit them before it hit you.
Yeah. Wow. Look at that. That's a good strategy. If any of us ever go back to do this challenge, I think that's the best.
Could you have gotten your legs through there?
I don't think I could have got my leg through.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who wins this challenge. Look at Brenda. Is that Brenda right there?
Yeah. Brenda wins it. It's you know what's funny is they tell you like you're not going to be able to hear what's going to happen when the winner. You're going to get a tap on the shoulder. So the whole time before I was out, I was like just waiting for that tap. I was like, come on.
Yeah, just go ahead and
not
tap
even
me. It's
close. Not even close.
Wow, this is a brutal challenge. I love watching this challenge.
I don't.
Just...
I like to envision myself doing them. So like this right here, this is like water torture.
It is. It is,
yeah.
Dude. And look at you guys. Holy shit! Wow. Oh, yeah, she's under. She's under.
And that's extra scary with your legs through there. Like feeling like extra trapped. Yeah, no way, Jose. Like, yeah, I don't. This is not the challenge.
I would be out.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Look at there. She's a fighter, but that's it.
Yeah, she's really good at the challenges. Andrea is really.
Somebody let her know.
She is on. Do you watch what? I don't know. I put it up on my.
Deal or No Deal?
No. Brenda's on Deal or No Deal. She's briefcase number 4. T-shirt available. JonnyFairplay.com. Andrea's on the Marvelous Miss Maisel.
Oh, is she really?
Yep. She plays girl singer.
I didn't know she was still acting.
Yep, she was also on Blue Bloods, and
wow. And then she did Law and Order.
Okay, so
and
she dated the main dude on that Dallas reboot that lasted.
Yes, I remember that. That was while our show was airing. I met him during that time.
There you go.
Yay, Brenda! She's pretty awesome at that.
I love that the tribe's name, my daughter's name is Madeline. How cool is that? So, because I'm sitting there and just like, I know those letters.
I never figured it out, I don't think, until afterwards, until Malcolm told me. He said, Enel Edom, and I was just like, I don't care what it is. I was like, let's name it Doug. I wanted to name it Doug.
I would have preferred Doug. So on Pearl Islands, the tribe flag, everyone painted their name, and I refused to, but I did paint a snake in the middle of the flag, and that was me.
So Michael, whose idea was it to target you?
It was, I don't know who specifically. It was either Andrea or Don, I think, but they targeted me because the whole time, for like 2 days, everyone was saying it was like Malcolm, Eddie, or Reynolds, Malcolm, Eddie, or Reynolds. So I was like going like, oh, okay, well, as long.
Did he cut out? Did he cut out, Johnny?
Yeah, he's back. Hold on. You back?
Don wouldn't talk to me.
Okay.
So.
We lost you for a second.
So yeah, go back. So we lost you for a second. So you were saying like it was going to be Eddie or Reynolds or Malcolm. Eddie, Reynolds, or Malcolm. And then what happened?
Yep. And then, and so I hung back and let Reynolds go for Dawn. He was trying to flip Dawn because Dawn had been saying for so long, she's like, oh, nobody's going to let me win. Nobody's going to let the mom win. And we were buying it, you know, we were buying her kind of like, ooh, you know, simple, you know, I'm sweet, all this kind of thing. And we were thinking she needed to flip as well. We thought she would flip with Corinne as well because she was so tight with Corinne. And so we were waiting for her to flip and come with us at this tribal council. I thought I was cool no matter what. I'm like, I don't care if one of the guys go out, but I can't go with these other people because they won't happen. So that's what was going on for me. But for everybody else, they were concerned about idols, and they didn't think that I had an idol.
That's the same fucking thing, Michael, that happened to me when I got voted. It was like with the second we got over, when I was still in the game, it was everyone's freaking out about idols. That's the thing that freaking sucks about the fucking idol, is because people get so paranoid, especially in this season, dude. People are so paranoid, they're now thinking you have the idol, so they just are like wanting to try to get you out because of that, which is, man, look at
No, they didn't think that I had an idol. They thought they didn't know about Reynolds and Malcolm. They knew that I didn't have.
Reynolds showing that he has, what's he going in the bag for right now?
He's got an idol.
Okay, so he's showing Dawn?
He's going to show Dawn. We were trying to pull Dawn over because of the idol. So they find out that he has the idol.
Man, Reynolds looks skinny there.
And he did it right in front of everybody. Reynolds, I like him so much, but he was not smooth.
He was not sneaky. So right there, he's doing that when other people could have totally seen what's going on.
Yeah. And I told him, I said, look, this is where he shows her. It's like right in front of everybody. But Dawn wouldn't walk away with anybody. She wouldn't walk away and talk in private with any of us.
Right.
So he told her that if they'll be hell to pay if she comes after him, and she just says that you told the wrong person that.
Yeah.
So she's the most dangerous. I mean, like, you know, we had Eric the Ice Cream Scooper on, and Eric the Ice Cream Scooper claims Cochran did nothing, one of the most overrated winners in the history of the game, and that Dawn was calling all the shots. He was riding coattails, and then you know, Dawn goes, he wins. She
did a lot of work. Like he was seen as doing the same thing, but not pissing anyone off. That's the thing. Dawn, everyone came out of the game hating Dawn and so mad at her and coming out and saying Cochran and her doing everything, but Cochran is great. Dawn is a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Dawn played a completely evil game. I mean, my whole thing when we switched the tribes, when I went over to Bacall on the tribe swap was, okay, Dawn's kid rides BMX. I'm a BMXer. Cool. We're both parents, so we got the kid thing going on. And she was playing me like a damn fiddle, and I thought she was going to, because I was thinking of the original Dawn from her first season, like, okay, but she played a completely different game. So hats off to Dawn for playing a more cutthroat game this time around. But I completely agree with what you're saying, Fairplay, is that Dawn was doing a lot of the shit. Cochran wasn't getting the heat for it, and yeah, more likable kind of guy at the end of the game.
And she came up to me around this time in the afternoon, not on camera, so they never had it on camera. She came running up. She saw me off. I'd gone to the bathroom or gone to get water or something, and she came running up. She's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? She goes, are you with them or are you with us? And I'm just like, what do you want me to do? And she's just like, I don't know. I'll come to you later. And like, I could have saved myself right there. You know, I could have said, I'll do whatever you want, Don.
The answer's always yes.
Yes, of course. Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Cochran's an ugly little. Cochran's ugly.
So Andrea is gunning for you at this point, obviously.
Because she's trying to save Eddie. If the options are Eddie.
So she says. Yeah, so she said. They didn't want to get rid of Eddie. Like, he was harmless, right? You know.
God, Dawn's gonna start crying again here.
She sure does cry a lot for an evil person, doesn't she?
Well, I think because she was battling with the. I think she was battling
with inner
the
turmoil playing this evil game.
It was. I'm the Mormon like mom and live this like life, but I'm playing the game of Survivor and I'm playing this evil thing. So I think it was literally a battle, and it is hard out there. But more people.
But when she lays the pedal on the evil, it ain't that hard.
Yeah,
that's
true.
They're very brief battles internally with her on this evil thing.
Where do these headbands come from that they're wearing?
The shoestrings?
I don't know.
Michael, where are these headbands?
I don't know. Some challenge I never won.
God, Andrew.
Dawn, I think I'm like a minute behind you guys because Dawn, I'm just now getting to the part where Dawn is crying again. What is she talking about?
I don't know.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna edit this. I'm pausing, Jonny, and then we'll
hold on.
48:18. I'm gonna make that note. So I paused it right before you go in the tribal council.
Yeah, I'm still looking at Andrea and Dawn. My computer sucks wads.
Well, as soon as you get to where like tribal begins, hit pause.
Yeah.
And Jonny, what I'm thinking, because we have to have one of these up tonight, we'll just do this one when we're done with this, Jonny. I'll go in, edit this, and get this to you tonight. Tomorrow night, Jonny, we'll do the Q&A, and then we'll do another Caramoan watch along if you feel like it.
That's fine. And we might be able to.
Okay, you're there? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
play.
Hit play. 1, 2, 3, play. Tribal Council. Michael.
And right before we went, I remember we were all standing around waiting to get on the boat, and I see Andrea whisper to Eric and look at me and say something to Eric in his ear, and I was like, no way. I was like, no way. I'm like, it can't be that obvious, and it was.
Wow.
So wow. So do you still have your outfit and all your stuff from Caramoan season, John or Michael?
I have his hat.
Yeah, I know. Johnny's got my hat.
Yeah.
But do you have like the shirt with the purple on it and stuff? You have your clothes? Okay, gotcha.
I don't have any buffs. I give my buffs to my nieces and nephews and stuff.
Gotcha.
Nice. Oh, you're a sweetheart. I do like that green buff.
Oh, I did too.
I liked our buffs.
Oh God, here.
What's he talking about?
So Philip's talking about I gave Sherry the name Tenacity.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
It's getting
these are a lot
old.
better without sound, because you don't have to hear Phillips give people names. What was your name?
He didn't give me a name until after Ponderosa. We were flying home, and I'm like, dude, I just spent 4 weeks with you. I need a name. Give me a name.
No, don't encourage him.
I had to fly. Jonny, I had to sit next to him for 12 hours from like Seoul, Korea to Los Angeles.
I would have voted myself out of that flight.
He gave me, my name was the Amethyst. No, the amulet. The amulet. That's what it was. Something like that. I don't remember.
The amulet. Oh my God. Oh God.
Oh my God. That's it.
Ay, this is so sad.
Wow, Michael. What? So
they wouldn't let us in. I tried for a week and a half to get in with them. I tried to be chill. I tried to be fun. I I told them I would be an intel for them, whatever they needed to know. I just gave, I just gave myself up, because it was just me, right? Just me and the four of them. Right. And then once Corinne was gone, I was just like, oh, you guys screwed me over. I was so by myself.
Wow. I mean, I'm wondering why no one freaking wanted to vote out Philip, dude. And when I'm looking at this group, the fact that they vote the way they do and not even target Philip, I don't get that.
I think there's... Go ahead.
Because I would have taken him to the end.
Yeah, that's right. I think there's people that unfortunately play that end game so soon. They're just like, oh, they hate him. That's the perfect person. I'm just like,
no, I get that.
You know who else is good to bring to the end? Just a bad player. Like I mean, like they don't have to be hated to become like I took the two weakest players possibly in the history of the game to the end. Sandra Diaz-Twine and Lillian Morris. I'm sorry that history says differently, but they both sucked eggs.
No, I get you. You want to take, that's why you would take someone like Shamar early on. It's like, because no one's going to vote for Shamar. No one's going to vote for Philip Shepard.
Yeah, but just make your life easy.
Right. It's like you take Philip out and it's just, yeah, you're exactly right. It seems like an easier game. Now,
easier life.
Were you nervous right now, Michael? Were you like...
No, not any more nervous than I was all day, because Philip had told me, that Reynolds was going home. Or was that the time before? I don't remember. He was always trying to get Reynolds out. He was trying to tell me he wanted Reynolds out. So I was really thinking it was one of them.
You thought it was like Reynolds, Eddie, or Malcolm was going on.
Yeah, I thought it was really Malcolm or Reynolds. Like,
so you truly got blindsided then?
Yes.
At the time?
Yes.
God, dude. Devastation, man.
And Reynolds is...
Because nobody hated me, right? Nobody wanted...
Who said they all voted for me?
Malcolm. So Reynolds
gives Malcolm his immunity.
Yeah. Hold up, bro, he goes.
Yeah.
Wow. Reynolds gives his idol to Malcolm because
he
the three
thinks all the
amigos
votes are on him.
Yeah.
Andrea. That was yours, right?
Let's see.
That's a lot of Andreas.
Oh, you guys are ahead of me again. Yeah, we voted for Andrea, all of us, me and Malcolm and Eddie.
Okay.
That was mine. Yeah.
Okay, so one vote, Reynolds, and then Michael. So somebody was just out of the loop on the Reynolds vote. Probably Andrea.
Yeah, Malcolm voted for Reynolds. Remember?
Okay. Malcolm voted for Reynolds and then got the idol from it. What? Wow.
Yep. So, when you first saw your name pop up, Michael, were you like, fuck, I'm out? Or
no, not until like the third or fourth.
Okay, wow. God, dude. That's because I pretty much fucking knew. Oh, my God, dude. That fucking sucks.
And you are the first member of the jury.
Yes.
And you were fucking...
So when you get voted out, were you just like, where's my people? And they're like, yeah, there's no people. They're all gone.
There's nobody.
So you're the first. So you go to the Ponderosa. Corinne, we had all gone to Malaysia. They got us out of there. So you're the first jury member to go to Ponderosa. You probably thought Corinne was going to be there.
Yeah, we didn't know because we didn't know if Corinne was on the jury or not. Jeff didn't say it. So we were all kind of like, is she the jury or not? We didn't know until we went to tribal council.
Now, so you don't think, yeah, because she doesn't show up there. You're just like, oh, she must not.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So I got the experience, Michael, of a 2.5 week Malaysian vacation, fucking awesome shit, vacation of a lifetime, right? I would have rather been.
Of course.
I would have rather been in the game, but
Of
looking
course.
back now, are you glad that you were on the jury, or would you have rather gone on a trip somewhere?
Oh no! I would rather have been on the jury than on not on the jury for sure. Of course, yeah. You got to see how the game plays out. You feel. I think I got to feel like I was a little bit more of a part of it. It was like I was excited to vote for a winner, right? When the day we went to the final tribal council, Philip was like, "Oh, you should vote for Dawn. You should vote for Dawn just so that Sherry doesn't get second place." He didn't want Sherry to get second place, and he's like, "Why don't you vote for Dawn?" I'm like, "No, I'm going to vote for who I felt should win the game." And
right.
I'm not going to waste my one Survivor vote on, a second place person.
Right.
So I was excited to be a part of the jury. We had a blast. It was really fun hanging out with Malcolm and Reynolds, and then Andrea came along. She was super fun, and then they just all started rolling in. It was fun. So we had a good time.
So the vibe, because there's a lot of times, and Jonny Fairplay, you may know more about this than we do. A lot of times, I think that the Ponderosa is very a weird vibe or a not so fun vibe, and there's people that are fucking butthurt. So everyone seemed to be in a good place and had not too much animosity when they got to Ponderosa, basically.
Yeah, I mean, except for Philip, he didn't have animosity necessarily. There were times when he couldn't stop talking about it angrily, and we would it was like we were still in the game. It was like we would say, "Well, I don't agree. I don't see it that way." And he'd be like, he'd try to bully us, and we're like, "Stop it. We're not in the game anymore.
Game's over." Yeah.
Game is over. And it was just Malcolm, him and I, and Malcolm and I were, I think Dr. Liza was around that day, because Caitlin and those guys were off having they had like a holiday kind of day, a party. So Dr. Liza chaperoned us, and she saw it happen. And so she pulled Philip aside, and she was just basically said, "Cut the shit. Nobody's really liking the way you're handling this." And he cut the shit.
So Dr. Liza. Real quick, Dr. Liza's story. I told on the Q&A last week with Matt. In the middle of the night, Rupert goes to Rhino's room on the Ponderosa and puts his hand over his mouth. And he's like, "I found a machete and a boat. Let's go to the island and cut off Jonny Fairplay's arms and legs." And he's not kidding. This is real.
What? He was.
And Rhino goes, he goes, he's like, "Will you come with me?" And Rhino's like, "Yeah, just hold on." And Rhino, he was like, "Dr. Liza, Dr. Liza."
That's fucking hilarious.
Could you imagine you roll over, you're sleeping next to Dara and Sandra and Lil, and there's Rupert standing over you with a machete.
Well, the good thing about 2003 Survivor is at any given time, there was a crew, like at night, we had people filming us at night. I mean, like I went back for Fans versus Favorites 1, and they set up like a little tripod with a camera facing our shelter. And as soon as they left, fucking I think like James just went over and kicked over the fucking tripod. He was like, "Fuck that."
So for the people listening to this, so on Caramoan, you not only had one loved one, but there was actually two loved ones. So if I was still in the game, they were still planning production, and Lynn Spillman was talking with Tessa and planning Tessa's trip. And then Tessa knew I got voted out when they basically said, "Hey, trip's off." And Tessa was fucking devastated. But it was going to be my wife, Tessa, and one of my dear friends, Nate Wessel, was going to be my loved ones. So, so Michael, who was your loved ones going to be if there's two? Because I know they were planning their trip.
It was going to be Pat, my partner, and my father. But my father, he had surgery or something, so they scrambled, and they lined up my little sister. So my sister and Pat were going to come. That was a good duo. So
that was close. So I don't know when the loved one visit is, but they probably were like, "Pack your bags."
Yeah, like a week, 5 or 6 days away. You know, it was I can't remember who was, you know, who was still there. It was like 6 or 7 of them still there, but it was like 5 or 6 days away. And I'll tell you, like, that was the one moment from this point on that got me. It's like we went to tribal council and they were like, oh, we had the family visit and this and that. We're all like, oh shit, it would have been really great to see our family. And then they said, and how did you feel when the other one came around? And we were like, what? Oh, you got to see 2 people? And it, you know, that's when I, like, that was the one moment where I got like seriously emotional and all the whole time I was out there. Other than that, I was like, yeah, one thing I don't understand, and maybe you guys can answer this to me, is how come there's so much crying on Survivor now? I mean, I don't get it. Like, I never was that down on anything out there. I thought this was amazing. You know, this whole
I don't understand that either. And I was away from, you know, the biggest thing for me is like I had traveled quite a bit away from my wife Tessa prior to going on Survivor. So I know what it's like to go on trips and whatever. So being away from my kids was the hardest part, I would say. But even then, dude, you and I were like, whenever
having a ball,
we were having. I'm like, dude, I'm on fucking Survivor, dude. Like, so many people on this planet would give anything to do what I'm fucking doing. Now, yeah. After the fact, when I was at Ponderosa and they gave me my letters from home and I'm reading them, I got pretty fucking emotional. But we were fucking having a blast, dude. And even on the pre-jury trip, dude, I was like, fuck yeah, man, let's go to the fucking the mosque and the this and the that and whatever. And I wanted to experience everything. I'm like, fuck, when am I going to do this again? This is not real life. This is fantasy land. And I'm getting able to do this on CBS's dime. So with the people now that fucking cry all the time, it's just like, I get like that you're sad or whatever, but get over it. If you sign fucking the million-page document to play the game and you're one of the lucky people that gets to fucking play, don't fucking quit Edge of Extinction and raise the flag and fucking go home. Take in the experience and play the fucking game and quit your bitching. Otherwise, don't fucking sign up for it.
Woo! Yeah!
Yeah!
I remember when we had the Loved Ones episode on my season, my grandmother was supposed to come, but it didn't.
Well, how did that work out?
It didn't.
Here's the thing that sucks. So, and we'll wrap this up, but season 40 is supposed to be an all-winner season now. Originally, it was supposed to be a Legends season, right? Which I was hoping Jonny Fairplay would get called for a Legends because he's a fucking legend, and I was going to be on the fucking radar for a loved one visit. So even though I didn't get to experience bringing my wife out, if I could have walked out and gave Jonny Fairplay a big hug and been like, man, this is going to boost our fucking podcast ratings, bro.
You get 10 more Patreons.
Yeah, that's right.
That's all. 10 more. We're so our magic number is 100. We're so close. We're
how many more you need?
39. We're almost there.
But dude, Johnny's. I'm gonna fucking kill Jonny by the end of 2019 because he's got me doing a fucking a Bachelorette podcast that I've agreed to, and The Amazing Race. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm doing, Michael.
I don't know.
But you're going to do an Amazing Race podcast?
I think we're going to cover the Amazing Race.
Cool.
Because
might as well.
Think, it starts on Wednesday. Do you think by then you can get a new computer and some good internet? No rush.
I'm going to go to Eliza's and Corinne's party on Wednesday. I'll see them on Wednesday.
Oh, cool. Nice. Is it in New York then, huh?
Yeah, it's somewhere in Manhattan. I can't remember. At some hotel or something like that.
Well, that's fucking cool. Well, that's awesome. Well, Michael, man, I'm sorry you got voted out. It's got to be fucking crazy watching this thing.
Yeah, I'm not watching anymore.
Yeah.
I'm retiring the hat, and that's it. I'm done.
That dude.
I'm going to tap out for his second time on Survivor Caramoan.
Well,
you're done with me.
Yeah. Well, Michael, thank you. We're gonna have you back. Like, I want to have you back on the podcast when we're not doing the Patreon thing. When we're actually doing the podcast. So, I appreciate you coming on, brother.
My pleasure.
And it's been super fucking fun. Jonny Fairplay, as always, my man. It's been great.
Are you making it to Cincinnati? Did you check your schedule?
I think I can. I will know tomorrow. I start my new job tomorrow. I'll find out tomorrow.
Let us know. We'd love to see you.
Yeah. Well, one way or another, in 2019, we will hang out, Michael Snow. No matter if it's for a freaking event or not, we're gonna hang out. Even if Jonny, Fairplay, and I make a trip to New York City and just
I'm down for that.
Oh, 100% you are. So, patrons, this has been probably my favorite Castaway watch along to date, and we will see you next Monday for another Survivor Caramoan watch along. Cheers, everybody.
Woo!